Good day. Hi, my name is Dr. Azar. I'm from Genesis Medical Center. We're here at Shura TV today to discuss some current topics in medicine. And the hottest topic in medicine today, as we know around the world, is the novel coronavirus. The coronavirus, as we know, is something that has plagued the world now, and people have, I think, a lot of unnecessary fear from it. We just want to give you some information so that you know what to do, you know how to prevent it, and you know how to recognize the signs and symptoms. And as a public service announcement and information for the community, we wanted to get this out so that people know what's going on and what to do, and not to panic. The number one thing is not to panic, not to stress. The virus is known as COVID-19, and as the news has told us, and you've probably been following the news, it started out in a animal market in China. It was called the South China Seafood Wholesale Market, and it was thought to be spread from a snake to a human. So some people say snake, some people say possibly from bats as well. So it was these type of exotic animals, and the virus has transferred over to the human species. And obviously, all the countries and all the government health authorities are trying to contain the virus. Currently, we're in a situation where there have been a lot of travel restrictions and bans, and we just want to give you some information on all that. Myself, I have a couple clinics here in Southern California, in Irvine and in San Juan Capistrano and in Beverly Hills and in Long Beach. It goes as Genesis Medical Center. We do IV vitamin therapy, prevention, health and wellness, as well as some regular internal medicine and family medicine, and we take care of a lot of joint disease. So any aches, pains, and to boost immunity, we have IV hydration, and we have different protocols for the benefit of our clients. Getting back to the coronavirus, of course, it's a new virus that has come up, but it's nothing to panic about, as mentioned before. We want to keep in mind that it is a virus and it does transfer from human to human. The question is, how does it transfer? We have to look at the mode of transmission, as we say in medicine, and by majority consensus, they say it travels through droplets. Where do we get these droplets? How are droplets transferred from human to human? One way is sneezing and coughing. Sneezing and coughing is the primary method that transfers this virus from one individual to another. We ask that if you are sick and if you do have those symptoms of sneezing and coughing and a high fever and a sore throat, that you stay home and you isolate yourself until those symptoms have gone and you've recovered from it. The best thing to do in the meantime, like any other cold or flu, is to take a lot of fluids, isolate yourself, wash your hands often. They recommend at least washing your hands for 20 seconds with soap and multiple times. We as human beings have a lot of tendencies, and we touch our face with our hands. We put our hands under our chin. This is how the droplets get transmitted. For example, if someone sneezes on a table or on a surface, the droplets can stay there for more than 24 hours. So the issue is to disinfect the surfaces, as well as to wash your hands so that the virus dies on the spot. There's no need to go panic and buy all types of things. A lot of people are buying these masks, or the N95 masks, they call them. Those block out 95% of the airborne particles. But the thing with masks is, if you have the symptoms of cough, fever, sneezing, and you have these symptoms, then it's advisable to wear a mask so you don't spread it. But if you don't have the symptoms, to wear a mask, what that's going to cause is just for you to fidget with your face all day long and touch your face all day long, adjusting the mask. So it's counterproductive. The recommendation is to, if you have the symptoms, then utilize the mask so that you don't spread it to other people. But other than that, and of course, if you have the symptoms, the best thing is to stay home from work, stay home from school. Do not go to crowded places. A lot of places where, for example, people get on buses and trains and subways where there's a high population of people condensed together in one area. And you have to be aware. A lot of people nowadays, they'll have their iPod, or they have their AirPods in their ears, and they're on their phone, and they don't actually look around them to see what's going on. You should have some awareness. Look around. If someone's coughing, someone's sneezing, you want to kind of isolate yourself or stay away from those types of people. And those people themselves should kind of avoid public areas and stay home until you get better. That is the best thing that anyone can do to contain the virus, like any other common cold or flu symptoms. A lot has been said about the lethality of coronavirus. Coronavirus, it only has a 2% rate of lethality, and people usually die from complications, and it's usually older folks or the immunocompromised people that maybe will die from a complication like pneumonia, or they'll get fluid buildup in their lungs, and something like that will happen where they'll die from the complication. And it only happens in 2% of the population that has contracted the virus. So it's nothing to be alarmed about. It's something to be educated about, and to really educate yourselves, your family, your kids, your parents, whoever you have, your colleagues. That's the most important thing. And I think moving forward, we've discussed already the washing of the hands, the isolation if you do have the symptoms. If it's not advised to travel anywhere, obviously we have certain countries that have had multiple cases of coronavirus, and now those people are traveling, but when you travel, they're being quarantined for 14 days. Even if they don't have the symptoms, they're being quarantined. So it's important to just stay put where you are. There's no need to do unnecessary travel, unnecessary trips to crowded areas, unnecessary places where there's sick people. Stay away from them. And the best thing is to keep good personal hygiene. It's very important. Wash your hands as much as you can. Also, the medications that you can get are the symptomatic relief from a common cold or a flu that you would get for coughing, for sore throat, for high fevers. You can get those to keep yourself comfortable. But it's very important to not panic and keep calm. And like any other virus, this too will have its phase, and it will quell down. And fortunately, we see that now the news out of China is that the number of cases have slowly slowed down. So the incidence has dropped, which is good news. The U.S. and the Western world, there are some cases, and they will increase, and we will see that as time progresses. But it's very important to educate ourselves, keep ourselves on top of things, keep good personal hygiene, and obviously consult with your doctor. You can also, if you need information, you can also reach us at genesismedcenter.com. You can ask questions, and we can give you information on things as well as things come up. Keep up to date with the news, but don't panic. Don't incessantly watch it all day. I mean, it is a virus. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Take care of your colleagues. And, it's very important to protect yourself and keep good hygiene. That's the best thing you can do. Also, for your own immunity, if you want to immune boost your body and there's people that take like elderberries, and they take things that are immunoboosting. A lot of people try to come in, they take vitamins through IV hydration. Keep yourself hydrated, keep yourself healthy. have a well-balanced meals and lots of fruits and vegetables. Do these kind of things to keep your body in a better state and your immune system in a good state, so that if and when a virus or bacteria or any pathogen faces your body, it can defend itself. And also, consult with your physicians. Other than that, a lot of these countries lately, for example, Saudi Arabia has temporarily restricted visas for the pilgrimage, for the Umrah, the lesser pilgrimage, and these things you should be aware of. If you do have any trips that are scheduled for coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks, it'll be better if you can, if it's not urgent and necessary, to just stay home and relax and keep things with the family here. No need to have extra exposure, just to be safe. We want this to be behind us, and then once everything settles down, and there are companies right now, there are 3 companies actually, that are expeditiously trying to create a vaccine for this virus. And I saw projections, they said even possibly by May or June, they'll have something possibly. So, we can keep ourselves healthy and hope for the best and don't panic. And if you have any more needs, we can address them. You can reach us at Shura TV or at Genesis Medical Center, and we can help you and guide you through getting through this little patch. Other than that, I think we've covered most of it, and I hope that to see you guys again and cover a new and interesting topic in the future. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.